Mid-Michigan Laker basketball is on the air. Hello, friends, and welcome to Mount Pleasant High School. A little bit of a different setting here as Mid-Michigan is set to host Kirtland in MCCAA Northern Conference matchup. This is MAC TV, and you're watching Mid-Michigan Laker basketball. Austin Chastain alongside Mr. Engineer Nick Toner. We are here courtside. You might actually be able to see the top of our heads here as we go along. There's Nick waving. Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and enjoying some college basketball here on your Saturday afternoon. Should be an interesting matchup here. I say that in jest as Mid-Michigan's coming into this one 21-3 overall, 9-2 at home, so I think this would technically count as a home game for Mid-Michigan. 10-0 in the conference after a dominant road trip with a bunch of wins. And the Lakers are still undefeated in conference play and have first place pretty much locked up here in the conference standings. But Nick, just real quick, your thoughts on being here at Mount Pleasant. How is it?
Yeah, well, I've been in this gym before covering some high school games, but I've never been here for a college game. I feel more floor courtside than normal, even though we sit on the floor at Maury Courts as well. Just feels a little more courtside to me. So
sure.
I'm excited for the ambiance, if you will.
Right, and yeah, I think part of that was we were talking about, before the broadcast started, is the bleachers here go so high up. I mean, you could see Oilers in the background there. And that's not even close to the top. But here we are. We're underway. Usual suspects for the Lakers: Karlstrom, Visman, Griffin, Nelson, and Brower, the starting five for Mid-Michigan in white, working right to left across your screen. Again, this is opposite of what we normally see at Maury Courts. Nelson with a quick three, and that one is off. Rebound to Lofquist. So it's Danica Delaney, Hannah Peel, Paige Lofquist, I mispronounced that earlier, Kennedy Johnson, and Raquel DeBrule, the starting five for the Firebirds, who come into this one at 2-14 overall, 1-7 on the road, 2-8 in conference play. And as there's a quick three off, and a solid rebound there. It's already a quick offensive rebound for the Firebirds.
Kirtland coming in wearing the burgundy kits, and Mid-Michigan wearing the home whites.
Pretty interesting story with Kirtland, too, as you see a drive here and shot clock violation here against the Firebirds. That's going to be something, as you could see it right actually there behind Bailey Visman, just to the right of her, just over the tee in Mount Pleasant there. The shot clocks are on the floor, and they're way in the corner, as opposed to being on top of the basket at Maury Courts. Visman long to her shots off. Liv Nelson the board. Here's Lex Karlstrom.
Your shot clock's the product of not having a shot clock in high school, so why would they mount one?
Exactly. Well, Karlstrom, corner three, just off. Rebound there to Peel. So I learned that the shot clocks are actually the same shot clocks for Maury Courts. You could see there's material over the game clock. There's a three up or long two, up no good. Nelson fighting for it underneath. And we're going to get a tie up, and it'll stay down here with the Firebirds. So there are two scoreboard boxes, if you will, on the main table across from us. As the Firebirds work it in, here's a drive and up for a bucket. No. Kennedy Johnson. No, will go up for a shot, and she will be fouled. Looks like it will be against Brower. No, they'll call it against Visman.
Get the rebound, White. Get the rebound.
So here's Kennedy Johnson shooting a pair. The first one is off. She's a freshman from Gaylord, Michigan. 62% free throw shooter, averaging 16 points per game. The only Firebird to average double digits. And for second one's off as well, and we're still scoreless. Almost 2 full minutes into this ball game. Here's Brower on the drive. Kicks it out. Karlstrom for the three. Off, no good. Brower with the rebound. She goes back up with it strong, and she got the bucket.
Nice up and underneath move there by Brower to get that bucket.
And we're finally have broken the scoreless tie. Mid-Michigan now has the lead. Long three is no good for Johnson. Offensive rebound is up and in for Paige Lofquist. Shot is up, bouncing around. Rebound can't pull it down. Lofquist does. Here she is on the drive from the baseline. Tough shot, can't get it to go. Rebound out. Karlstrom a block on the long two. So here's Danica Delaney. Kennedy Johnson, a shot off, no good from the free throw line. Loose ball, Karlstrom collects it. Here's Satori Griffin playing it back in the gym that she grew up playing it. And that one's thrown away. Visman tried to keep her feet in place, but could not. So anyway, cool story, interesting story with Kirtland, as the program was reinstated after a 10-year hiatus.
Wow, 10-year absence. That's quite the break.
Right, and head coach Tom Ritter was the head coach during that initial stint. Now here's DeBrule on the drive baseline. Fumbles away the pass. Loose ball on the center line, right in the middle of the court. And it'll be a tie-up, and we'll go to the way of Mid-Michigan. So let's finish the first thought here. Kirtland reinstated athletics and reinstated its basketball program just this year. Ritter, who was on the board at the time of reinstatement and is still on the board today, took his coaching position back. There was another coach that Ritter had hired to coach in his stead, but as Kaufman launches a three, it's off. And a rebound, and we're going to get a foul here. Looks like it'll be against Cooper Agama. So the coach that Ritter had hired was not a team favorite. She lost her job pretty quickly after the first two games. The roster was down to the minimum, down to 5.
So they had players walk out on the coach, eh?
Yeah, so the coach actually, from what I understand, sent home the players.
Okay.
And then Ritter calls all the players, ask them what happened. They tell them what happened. They're back in the gym that very next day for a game. And then Ritter assumes his head coaching position back. And now they're dealing with injuries, so they only have 7 here this afternoon in Mount Pleasant.
That is an interesting tale.
Yeah, quite the foil. This is Lofquist driving. She kicks it back out to DeBrule, who fires and makes a 3. So Kirtland has its first lead. Terea Moore gets the bucket.
Nice follow-up rebound there by Terea Moore.
So that's what the Lakers need to do, is play quickly and rely on some offensive. Nice pass, and the shot is off. That looks like it was Johnson. Here's Satori Griffin, dribbles it off her foot, and actually off of the official, it deflected and goes out of bounds, and will go back to the Firebirds.
Caitlin Walter checks in for Satori Griffin here.
Delaney shot up, no good. Kaufman the rebound. Here's Agama. Running the floor. We've started to see her do this a little bit more. Walter for 3. Bucket! Caitlin Walter with a 3-pointer. Caitlin Walter had 25, a season high against North Central Michigan a couple of games ago. And a shot from Johnson off the front rim. She's frustrated. Agama straight away. Jay bouncing around, can't get it to go. Delaney on the rebound. The point guard now slowing down, running the floor. Loose ball picked up there by DeBrule. And we're going to get a traveling violation against the Firebirds.
Yeah, excellent effort there by Kaylin Walter to knock that away to lead to the travel.
So Carlstrom checks back in. She'll supplant Visman, who will take a seat for the first time. And goes out of bounds, last off one of the Firebirds. Walter works it inside to Moore. Great catch, and her shot two is too strong. Rebound by Johnson.
Yeah, tough angle there by Moore. Almost got that bucket to fall.
It was a great catch on the pass, though. Walter with a steal.
What a pass.
What a pass. And Agama goes up for the circus shot.
That pass needled through two defenders.
That was spectacular. So we're going to get a timeout here from Kirtland, which trails 7-5. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Quite the first quarter we've seen, 3:47 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, a little light on the scoreboard, a little light points-wise, but some good tenacious defenses by both sides.
Right, and Kaylin Walter, who comes in off the bench with plenty of success. I mean, she has already made an impact on this game with a steal and a three-pointer. And that three-pointer put her team in the lead in a quarter that's already seen 2 lead changes and 1 tie. So we get back to the action here. I say action, but Cooper Agama now set to shoot 2 free throws. She makes the first. Agama averaging 3 points per game and makes both of her free throws. Liv Nelson checks back in. Agama will have a seat after making the free throws. And looks like we'll have a foul call here against Hooray Moore. That's the first on her. Three against the Lakers here in this first quarter. One goes out of bounds and will be inbounded by the Firebirds. The drive, and we'll get a traveling call as Raquel DeBrule kind of lost the handle on it. And then picked it back up and called for the travel. Lakers working around, working it inside. Here's Moore. The drop step, loses it, and it'll be a turnover. And credit there to Alicia Mike. And that's a nice deflection, and that one's blocked away, ripped away by Caitlin Walter. That's how the Lakers defend so well, as they just cause havoc. Kaufman spot up, 3-ball, short.
New rim unkind to Jade Kaufman so far today.
Here's Lofquist driving baseline, spinning, passing underneath. Oh, and a heavy contact there as Raquel DeBrule takes a shot in the head area. And that one will go against Caitlin Walter, her first. So that's already 4 against the Lakers. And this is Peel to inbound it underneath. And her pass is off of the hands of Kennedy Johnson and goes out of bounds. A turnover, the 5th already for the Firebirds in this first quarter with 2:20 to go, trailing 9-5. It's mid-Michigan. So Kirtland coming in off of a loss. As work it inside, Karlstrom couldn't get the shot to go or couldn't get the rebound. 3 ball, misses everything. I guess not quite hit the net, but goes out of bounds and will go to the Lakers on the team rebound. What the Firebirds did, no, excuse me, no, the Firebirds did, I was looking at the wrong game, but the Firebirds won their last game against North Central Michigan. Now here's Griffin on the perimeter, kicks it to Brower. Brower driving, kicks it to Nelson. Nelson with a 3 ball, too strong. Rebound bouncing around, and looks like it'll be a foul against Kirtland. No, it'll be a foul against Lex Karlstrom.
Yeah, a little late jumping in over the back for a rebound there for Karlstrom. She's going to pick up a foul.
Exactly. So the 2 conference wins, actually the 2 wins on the season for Kirtland, were both against North Central Michigan. And that last win in their last game on Wednesday snapped a 4-game losing streak. Liv Nelson the rebound. Here's Bailey Visman now running down the left side. And flying in for the rebound, for the layup, is Bailey Visman.
What a play by Visman, looking to the pass the whole way, draws the defenders away, takes the layup.
And that shot looked like it may have been deflected by Brower. And he'll go out of bounds. And it looks like it went off of Brower as it went out of bounds, so it'll stay down here with Kirtland. Three ball up, no good. Nelson the rebound. And going to call Nelson for the foul on the rebound.
Sorry, Liv. Get it back, get it back.
So this will send Mike to the free throw line. Elisha Mike out of Tempe, Arizona, a freshman. Her shot is up and good. Played in 9 games as Mike is her second shot off, no good. Griffin the rebound, averaging just under 3 points per game. Here are the Lakers. Griffin, corner 3. Can't get it to go. Brower, the rebound, goes back up with it and has another bucket.
Nice, tough rebound underneath there for Brower. Excellent putback.
Straightaway 3, no good. A lot of people fighting for it. Visman comes away with the rebound. Fires a long stretch pass. It was deflected and then picked up by Walter, who fires a 3 and got it! Oh my! Right at the buzzer! Caitlin Walter. puts Mid-Michigan up 16-6 after the first 10 minutes of play. We'll step aside for a brief break. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hatsweb.org.
Hello and welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School with MAC TV's presentation of MCCAA Women's College Basketball. Austin Chastain here with Nick Toner. Mid-Michigan leads Kirtland 16-6. That huge three-pointer off of a mishandled pass and deflection ended up in the hands of Caitlin Walter, who buried the three right before the horn. Nick, real quick as we get the second quarter started, just what were your initial thoughts on how this first 10 minutes went?
Both teams playing great defense so far. A little bit came apart, a little bit frayed strings there at the end for Kirtland to let the lead get to 10, but it's hard to say they're not in this ballgame still.
And a quick bucket to start the quarter for Kennedy Johnson. Visman on the drive, gets the roll. And shot off, no good. And there's Griffin the rebound. Visman in the corner, works it inside to Brower. Out to Walter, launches a three, too short. Stolen away, here's Visman. And then she loses it. That one's stolen away. And it'll be a travel. So 2 turnovers in about 5 seconds for Kirtland. It'll end up in the hands, again, of Mid-Michigan. Visman inbounds it to Rhea Moore. Dishes it inside. Brooke Brower with another bucket.
Nice unselfish play there by Terrell Moore to find Brower on the cut.
She easily could have taken that herself, but you're right, just very unselfishly just dished it off. And there's a shot then by Johnson. Couldn't get it to go. She is leaving him just short here early. Here's more. Lakers working it around. Griffin a three. She comes up short, and she'll be charged with a foul. Her first. Lakers first of the second quarter. And a drive all the way through by Kennedy Johnson is up and good. So that's already 4 for her. Lakers working it, and now Walter on the drive. Gets it, the shot to go, Caitlin Walter.
What a runner. That was a nice little runner in the lane for Caitlin Walter.
She's already got 8. And a long drive there by Delaney. Her shot comes up short. Here's Visman now. Works it inside to Moore. She got it in the foul. Torrea Moore with a huge bucket.
Yeah, great transition play there by the Lakers.
And we are going to get a full timeout here from Kirtland before the free throw. We'll step aside. Mid-Michigan leads at 24-10. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV. Hello, welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School, home of the Oilers. Mid-Michigan Laker basketball, MAC TV. Set to shoot some free throw. Well, I guess one free throw. Terea Moore will get set for the free throw to complete the attempt at a three-point play. A 5'9" freshman forward out of Saginaw, and Moore, a 65-ish% free throw shooter, 64.8 according to the Mid-Michigan website. 7.4 points per game for Moore. And that free throw is up and good. Mid-Michigan now leads this one by 15 points, 7:20 and change to go in the first half. So now here are the Firebirds trying to stop the bleeding a little bit, and we're going to get a blocking call against Moore. She wanted the arm bar, the elbow thrown there by Kennedy Johnson, but not going to get it. So that's 2 against Moore. She's the only Laker with 2, but 7 Lakers in total have fouls, and that one's stolen away by Moore off the deflection. Here's Kaufman waiting. Walter straight away. Jay can't get it to go. Long three, no good. And here's Caitlin Walter to Jade Kaufman. Cooper Agama for 3. Book it. Now that's 28-10. As Agama finds herself on the board again after those 2 free throws. Stolen away off the you know what we're going to call it, the bowling ball play. Corner 3 for Kaufman, too strong. Rebound to Mike.
It might be safe to say the Laker offense has finally woken up a little bit. Gotten used to the new rims.
I think so. And knocked away. Agama couldn't quite complete the steal, but she had the deflection. And it looks like we're going to get a foul call against Lex Karlstrom.
Lakers currently on an 8-0 run.
Olivia Niederhood checks in for the first time, wearing 34 in white. A drive, no good. Rebound, can't get it. Griffin, the rebound, she goes flailing as she comes down. Glad she's up and running already. Looked like it could have been much worse. Griffin for 3 on the other end, can't get it. Karlstrom, the rebound, goes back up with it, and her shot's off. So 5.5 to go, second quarter. Kaufman tries to get the steal, can't do it. And the 3 ball is up and good for Paige Lofquist. Agama driving right hand. Can't get it, too strong. But she works to get the rebound. She does. Kicks it out to Niederhood. Kicks it to Karlstrom. Fires a 3. And it misses. Goes out of bounds. And we'll go back to Kirtland on the team rebound. So Liv Nelson checks back in, as does Bailey Visman. Oh, so Tori Griffin defending the point here. And the Firebirds get the shot away but can't get it to go. Liv Nelson the rebound. Here's Bailey Visman working down the far side. Agama straight on top of the key. Niederhood, the drive with the right hand, and she got it! Olivia Niederhood. Loose ball, top of the key. Agama trying to make the most out of it. It's deflected as it goes into the backcourt. is DeBrule. Stole it away, Bailey Visman. Visman working the right hand on the far side, kicks it to Agama on the near side. So here's Agama driving now, kicks it to Griffin. Griffin, 14 on the ticker, shoots it, can't get the shot to go. One goes, and and she'll travel. Agama caught it right on the corner of the court. I don't think she had more than a shoelace to spare, but she caught it and then just took an extra step, shuffled the feet a little bit to get the dribble away. So Mid-Michigan leading the turnover battle 9-5. Here with just under 4 minutes to go in the first half. The shot is up and good for Danica Delaney, her first bucket of the game. Working hard against Visman there. Gets the shot up and in off the nice pivot. And Visman fouled on the way through, so it will not count as a shot. It will go as a foul against Paige Lofquist. Nieder, what a pass! Oh, Visman couldn't get the shot to go. What a pass from Niederhood. Oh my. Driving that one goes out of bounds and will go back to the hands of the Lakers. Teraya Moore will supplant Niederhood, who just fired probably one of the coolest passes we've seen this season here on MAC TV. Behind her back, falling out of bounds, straight into the hands of Visman, who works it in now to Moore. Moore puts up the circus shot, looking for the contact, can't get it to go. Brower the rebound, and she does get it to go. So there's 8 now for Brower. Lakers lead 32-15, 2.5 to go. Moore gets the deflection, completes the steal. Gets the ball to stay inbounds, and then turns it back over to Lofquist. And the shot is no good there for Maggie Roseberg. It goes out of bounds and will go back to Mid-Michigan. So that's a number of turnovers for Kirtland, and again, just a quick span. Here's Walter to Nelson. And that shot from Karlstrom was off from the pass from Andy Raphael. Here's Delaney, the long drive and the layup doesn't go, and we're going to get a foul call here against Lofquist. So now here's Karlstrom now running the point with just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Liv Nelson on the right side. Lex Karlstrom to Andy Raphael to Walter, back to Karlstrom. Working it around, a bit of a triangle offense here. Raphael on the drive, can't get the bucket to go. Rebound there to Lofquist, who runs the break but then pulls it back. Here's Danica Delaney. Driving, looking, finding a pass, and it'll be kicked. It looks like it was kicked by a Laker. 1:09 to go in the second quarter. Hey, Alicia Mike now running the point. This one's stolen away by Liv Nelson. Nelson finds Agama on the back pass. Got it. Cooper Agama up to 7 points. And now with 2 free throws and a three-pointer, and then that that layup. And Raphael knocks that one away, deflects it, and goes out of bounds, and it'll stay down here with Kirtland. Niederhood checks in. Moore will have a seat. 41 seconds to go in the first half. Now, Liv Nelson, Andy Raphael, Cooper Agama, Lex Karlstrom, and Olivia Niederhood. The 5 on the floor for the Lakers. That pass too strong. Knocked away. Agama diving on the floor. And we're going to get a tie up, and it'll go back to Kirtland. So here's Danica Delaney now. This one's stolen right in front of us. Agama again. Agama, the drive, the shot, and she's fouled along the way. So Agama will go back to the free throw line. And she makes it. Again, Agama out of McBain, 5'5" sophomore guard. And she makes it again. Say she's very talented, very good at shooting free throws. One of the best on the team. Clock ticking away here, 15 seconds to go in the first half. Delaney, long shot is up and good. And that's Danica Delaney, pardon my mispronunciation. Nelson, a long 3 at the buzzer. Couldn't get it. Raphael actually had a chance to put it back up right actually at the buzzer. Does not go, and that is how your first half will come to an end. Mid-Michigan leads Kirtland 36-17. Nick, before we go to the break, your thoughts on the first half?
I thought the defense finally, I guess, unraveled for Kirtland. And a little bit, the new rims, you could say, have been a little bit unkind to these Lakers shooters here today. I know Torrey Griffin's had a few wide open looks rattle out. Kaufman's had a few rattle out. Karlstrom's had a few rattle out. Actually, I can't think of very many threes that have gone down for the Lakers. So I don't know if it's just a new rim look that they're looking at or what, but if the shooting picks up like we know they can, this game could get even more out of hand really quickly.
Right, three-pointers in the first half for Mid-Michigan, 2 for Kirtland. And the Lakers outscore the Firebirds 20-11 in the second quarter. And that, again, that's how your first half comes to an end. Mid-Michigan leading 36-17. We'll step aside. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV.
I signed up for the Laker Distinction Scholarship because I knew I wanted to go to mid right away anyways.
I knew that I wanted to get through college debt-free or as close to debt-free as possible.
Because I had some classmates who were a couple years older than me that had won it, and they had a really positive experience at mid.
And provided me the perfect path to get my associate's degree here at Mid-Michigan College and begin the rest of my college journey.
Winning LDS was a really positive experience for me. I was able to work on campus, and I was also able to study abroad, which is something I never really thought I would be able to do.
Really, the basis of my success today and my continual success is the Laker Distinction Scholarship and is Mid-Michigan College, because without this first step, I wouldn't be where I am today.
It really helped for me to know that the first 2 years of tuition were going to be lifted off my shoulders.
I got to meet a lot of great people who have become friends and advisors for me, and I know that as I move on that they will still be here to help me get through the college process.
And I really do think that my time here at Mid has helped prepare me to take these next steps, not only financially by saving a lot of money, but the faculty here at Mid and the classwork I feel like has really prepared me for the next step and these harder classes that I know I will be taking.
Receiving the LDS scholarship gave me the opportunity to successfully transfer 67 credits to Grand Valley State University, now putting me on the fast track to graduation, where I will be graduating a complete year early in the spring of 2020.
Hello, my name is Brittany Knopp, and I am the manager of the Mount Pleasant Ice Arena that is connected to Maury Courts, and we both make up the Isabella Sportsplex. Here at the Ice Arena, we are able to offer public skates, sticks and pucks, and drop-ins during this limited time, and we have 5 main user groups that make up the Ice Arena. And that includes our Youth Hockey Association, our figure skating, CMU, our Mount Pleasant Oilers, and our Taekwondo that we have upstairs. Here at the Mount Pleasant Ice Arena, we have a Youth Hockey Association that starts out with our Learn to Skate, which is from age 3 to age 10, all the way up until midgets, which is the division for 18 and under. And we are able to provide a team for each division. And that leads us into our Mount Pleasant Oilers, our high school team here in Mount Pleasant, which is a wonderful feeding program for our Youth Hockey Association. It really gives our Youth Hockey Association the inspiration to want to continue their hockey careers. And so it was a great opportunity for us to have the Mount Pleasant Oilers here. And we are also able to have 3 CMU hockey teams, and that includes the D2 ACHA division, and then the ACHA D3 level for men's. And we also host a CMU women's hockey program that is in the ACHA D2 level. We are actually able to do a lot of things in the aspect where we hold a lot of events for fundraising. So our biggest ones that we've had is CMU does multiple fundraising events here, and we are able to offer them a deal, and they are able to come in, do a midnight skate. So our biggest events that we've been having is midnight skates for the CMU students. We also host tournaments. Our biggest one is Into the Cold for the Youth Hockey Association. And then the Oilers host an invitational event here. We also hold public skates that's open for the public, and we normally have a 2-hour time slot, and that would be $11 for admissions and $3 to rent a pair of skates. If the public skate is under 2 hours, then the price drops down. And we have about 100 skates. So we normally cap off our ice at about 70 people. So that would give 70 people the chance to come and be able to skate and be able to do what we love to do, which is to ice skate. If you would like to see any of the events going on at the Ice Arena, you can check out our website at mpicearena.com. And on there, there's different pages for figure skating, public skate, youth hockey. And when you click on those pages, you will actually be able to see a Google Calendar, and that will show you all of the event times going on at the Ice Arena. And we really love seeing our customers coming in and enjoying the things that
Hi, I'm Amy Bunting, and I'm the director here at Maury Courts Recreation Center. Here at Maury Courts, we have 127,000 square feet of fun. We have 4 high school length basketball courts, we have 2 collegiate maple courts, and we have 2 collegiate size multi-purpose courts. So when you're at Maury Courts, you can come and you can play anything that you can think of: volleyball, basketball, racquetball, pickleball, all the things that you can possibly imagine that would be fun for you for recreation or even for fitness. At Maury Courts, when you have a membership here, you have a membership for a fitness center, and we've got McLaren Fitness over on 3 Leaves Drive that's also a part of our memberships. So it's like 2 in 1. Also, you have choices when it comes to purchasing your memberships. Depending on if you're a student or a senior citizen, you may get a discount, or if you're a member of some place that is a corporate partner of ours. Otherwise, you can also choose if you want just weight and fitness or if you want access to the whole shebang. Either way, bring your family down. In fact, once a month, you can come try it out on the first Friday of every month for free, as long as you bring us a non-perishable canned good for our food pantry. In addition, we also like to support the community. We partner with vendors that are local for all the industry that we do business with here. In addition, we have programming that is tying into programs like Transitions That Count, Connections That Count, MMI, and many more. Also, we've got, like I mentioned, a food pantry at the front of house, and we've got a take it or leave it coat and boots rack for our cold weather months in Michigan, which obviously last forever. Maury Courts is privileged to be a hospitality business model. So what we really like to do is bring in Michigan brand basketball and volleyball tournaments, but also brands from all over the region. So we're pretty fortunate to do businesses with entities like Gus Macker, Triple Threat Basketball, Michigan Mystics Basketball, and a lot more. And we're growing. So keep your eyes peeled for all the things that Maury Courts is going to have to offer on the weekends from now on. So if you're so inclined, why don't you check us out on our website? It's brand new, maurycourts.com, or come down. We're at 5175 East Remus Road. We'd really love to see you. My team is amazing, and it's Team Maury that's been keeping this place going. I'm very grateful for them, and we're very grateful for you. Sports lovers, meet here.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hatsweb.org.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School, home of the Oilers. As
Or
we
the
are
Lakers today.
home of the Lakers this afternoon, correct. As we are underway in the second half of today's MCCAA Northern Conference matchup between Mid-Michigan and Kirtland, as the first shot in the first half by Bailey Visman is off and no good. And it will go back out of bounds off the pass and will be the 16th turnover for Kirtland. Austin Chastain for MAC TV alongside Mr. Engineer Nick Toner. The pass works inside. Danica Delaney steals it away. So quick turnover there for Mid-Michigan, which only had 7 turnovers in the first half. 15 for the Firebirds, excuse me. Delaney, nice no-look pass. Here's Kennedy Johnson with a long 2 and a bucket.
My video feed not working. Oh, there it goes. It's working again. Oh, I forgot I was on air. Troubleshooting on air. Look at me go.
That's how we do. And that will be over the back. Is that one? It started on the right, on our right side, and then went back over to the left side and into the backcourt. So a violation and yet another turnover for Mid-Michigan. Some key stats from the first half. We'll take a peek. Mid-Michigan had 25 rebounds. Bailey Visman with a steal real quick. Bailey Visman had the Lakers had 25 rebounds compared to 18 for Kirtland. Liv Nelson for 3. It's off, and there'll be a foul underneath.
Rams are still being very unkind to the Lakers.
And Satori Griffin is charged with her second foul, already the first in the third quarter.
Oop, I should stop the clock when the clock stops.
Well, Nick's troubleshooting. That's all right.
Right.
The Lakers shot 33% from the field compared to 24% for Kirtland.
Troubleshooting only to find out that it's human error.
And now here's Visman on the steal. Coast to coast, and she got it. Bailey Visman up to 6 points this afternoon. Here's your brief look at first half stats. Brought to you by MAC TV. And looks like we're going to get another foul call against Satori Griffin. So that's 3 against Griffin. And that will send Paige Lofquist to the free throw line. So Kirtland, here's Paige Lofquist, 52% free throw shooter. Misses the first. Averages 5.5 points per game. Lofquist is a freshman out of Reed City. And again, every single player on this roster, that one is a miss as well, rebounded by Terea Moore. Everyone on the Kirtland roster is a freshman. Walter, a long drive, couldn't get there, and then she caught the rebound on the L in Mount Pleasant on the baseline, out of bounds. So it'll be a team rebound there for KCC. Again, Kirtland just reinstating its basketball programs, rebuilding a nice facility up there. And there's a shot, no good. A rebound, and it's up and good. Paige Lofquist. An offensive rebound turning into a second chance opportunity for the Firebirds. So here's Caitlin Walter finding Liv Nelson, driving. Delaney tries to rip it away, and we're going to get a tie-up. And looks like it will go, yes, it will go back to Kirtland. Visman with another steal. Finds Agama underneath and a bucket. Cooper Agama with another bucket. She's into double figures from the Bailey Visman steal and find. So Mid-Michigan, Lance Maney will call their first timeout. 7:15 to go in the third quarter. We'll keep it here. It's a 30-second timeout. Nick, again, I keep asking you, what are your thoughts?
I'm just waiting for the rims to widen out so these shots start going down. Maybe the high school rims are smaller than the college rims. I don't think that's the case, but
I don't know.
it feels that way in here today.
Well, it certainly has a different sound to it than at Maury Courts. Who knows? Maybe it's the yellow padding underneath that's throwing everyone off. Who knows? Maybe it's the shot clocks.
Or the walls.
Or the walls, because, again, at Maury Courts, normally on our right side, you have the steel wall, and then on the left side, you have the giant tarp separating the courts. So here's Alicia Mike, and her shot is off, no good. And that'll be a foul. Taria Moore got hit in the head there, and it looks like it will go against Raquel DeBrule. Here's Walter. Caitlin Walter working on Alicia Mike. She finds Kaufman, who finds more underneath, and we're going to get a push. And it's against Danica Delaney. 40-22, Mid-Michigan out in 21, Mid-Michigan out in front. 3-ball from Kaufman, no good. Rebound to DeBrule. DeBrule the drive and a bucket. Raquel DeBrule has 5 points this afternoon. Changes coming up at the next whistle. Brower and Karlstrom and Nelson will all check in for Mid-Michigan. Walter the drive, and she gets the floating bucket to go. And Hannah Peel set to check in for KCC at the next whistle. One shots up, no good. Rebound knocking around. Kaufman comes away with it. Agama comes away with after the deflection. Gets it to Kaufman. Kaufman now driving. Finds Walter, who drives into the post, and she's fouled. So that is 5 on Danica Delaney. She has fouled out of this game. With 5:40 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, so you said they were short on depth in the pregame. Now they're even shorter with the player fouling out.
Fouls out with 4 points. And now here's Caitlin Walter missing the first free throw. Walter, 5'6" freshman guard out of Elsie. And she gets the second one to go. She's up to 11 now. And Laker lead up to 20, 43-23. 5.5 to go in the third quarter. And a shot by DeBrule is up and good. Somehow worked its way in. Oh, here's Karlstrom. The pass from Brower to Karlstrom intended for was picked off. And that will go down as another turnover. And a shot is up and good by Paige Lofquist. She's got 9. Here's Taria Moore, 3-ball, good! Torrea Moore with a three-pointer. Kennedy Johnson's three-point shot off the side of the backboard. No good. Brower the rebound. Here's Olivia Nelson.
Yeah, that came down into Brower's hands pretty quickly. I don't even know if she was ready for it.
I think it slapped against inside of her hand. Brower straightaway three in the bucket.
So the bigs can find this rim pretty easily.
Exactly, and we're going to get a timeout here from head coach assistant coach Don Fritz.
After back-to-back triples by Moore and Brower now.
So 2 3-pointers has got this Mid-Michigan lead out to 22 points, 49-27. Like you said, Nick, finally starting to see the three-pointer go for Mid-Michigan and doing it with the bigs.
Yeah. A little bit unorthodox if you're Lance Maney's squad, but you know what? They'll take it because it's just going to open up the game more, make it a little more comfortable. They get to that, get some minutes for some girls who might not normally get a whole lot of minutes. It's just better for everyone when the rim opens up.
True that, and we're back underway here. This is Lofquist for the Firebirds. Knocked away, Nelson with the steal. Griffin, the long pass to Karlstrom, who finds Brower, short corner, kicks it out to Griffin for three. Got it! So Tori Griffin with a three-pointer, her first bucket of the game. Sure, it's got to feel good for the former Oiler. Shot is almost banked in. And we're going to get a foul call, whistle here. And it'll go against Olivia Niederhood. So that's 1 against Niederhood and 3 against the Lakers in this third quarter for, I guess, some pushing and shoving underneath. Johnson, the spin move, and she traveled. 21 Kirtland turnovers with 3:12 to go in the third quarter. Mid-Michigan up 52-27.
Yeah, that's just a sign of a young team, like you're saying, all freshmen here for Kirtland, so you're going to have some growing pains, and turnovers are the most visible sign of that.
And Griffin on the drive is fouled on the baseline. Nick, you're absolutely right, and that's something that Coach Ritter had mentioned, that it takes some time to build a program, and it takes some extra, some extra depth that they just don't have. And the first one for Griffin is up and good.
Well, you know, it helps having those upperclassmen leaders. So with everybody coming in on the same footing, you know, there might be some difficulty in that locker room deciding who the leaders are, you know.
Right, and I think it's something that Mid-Michigan has had the luxury of these last couple of years, you know, with some of – oh, my, what a block by Griffin! Speaking of leaders, lead us to the block party, Satori. Did you hear that?
Yeah, that had some oomph into it.
She said, no, thank you. You are not getting this shot away. And then Karlstrom tried to get the steal. And she's smiling because she knows she had the steal, then also drew the foul, or was whistled for the foul. But yeah, I mean, you know, be it Gracie Nowak last year, Lex Karlstrom this year and last year, quite frankly, as there's a bucket up and good for Raquel DeBrule. Brower for three, got it! But the Mid-Michigan program also is set up in a way that that anyone can step in and be a leader. You know, you've seen it with Bailey Visman, again, Satori Griffin, Liv Nelson, as a shot goes up, no good, Olivia Niederhood. I mean, everyone on this roster has equal say and equal leadership from what it seems. It's not like that it's one person running the show. It's a collective team effort. And another bucket for Griffin. And that kind of stuff takes time.
Right. You're fortunate here, like you said, with mid, you have those upperclassmen, you have those predetermined leaders, and those leaders are capable enough to where when you have new girls come in like Bailey Visman, that they could step right into another leadership role because they're ready for it. They know what it takes. It's already been built.
Right. It's you know, and it was built, you know, with last year's coach, J.T. Cleveland, who, you know, stepped away from the program, and then Lance Maney came in, and it's a similar environment, but at the same time, here's Andy Raphael on the drive, and she doesn't get the whistle on the contact, but.
And I don't want to say Kirtland doesn't have leaders, because I'm sure there are leaders in that locker room. I just think when you're all underclassmen, and like you said, you're a fresh day one program, you just don't have the continuity or the building blocks that Mid-Michigan has right now.
Exactly. Nice block there by Andy Raphael. But, right, and Ritter even mentioned, you know, that there's a steal there by Caitlin Walter. That 3-ball for Griffin is up and good. Satori Griffin playing lights out, shooting the lights out of this building, as she used to call home here in this third quarter. But that was something Ritter said, is that you can't really expect a team to come together right fresh out of high school. As Mike with the 3-ball is good. Alicia Mike with a 3-ball. Walter on the other end. Can't get it to go. Rebound goes off of, it looks like DeBruin. Will stay down here with Mid-Michigan. But again, just to kind of finish up that thought, you can't expect kids to come out of high school and be immediately ready to compete at the college level. It's going to take some time to build the culture of the program back up from where it was. Griffin for 3. Got it! Oh, my! Satori Griffin.
They finally got that rim stretched
13
out.
points all in this quarter, all in the last 4 minutes. Here's Alicia Mike now driving, kicking. Here's DeBrule in the corner. Less than 10 on the game clock, and another 3-ball. Raquel DeBrule. Short clock here. Agama from the volleyball court. Oh, couldn't get the bank shot to go. And that is how the third quarter will come to an end. Mid-Michigan stretches the lead out even further, now leading 65-35 over Kirtland. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here on MAC TV. You're watching Laker basketball.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Hello and welcome back. We are underway in the fourth quarter here at Mount Pleasant High School. Lakers leading the Firebirds by 30 as we go into the fourth quarter. A quick turnover there by Mid-Michigan. Bailey Visman lost the handle, and then the Lakers steal it right back. And we'll get a turnover, or we'll get a foul against Kirtland. It looks like it'll be Alicia Mike. No? Maggie Roseberg called for her first foul. And it's already one quick team foul just 20 seconds into the fourth quarter against Kirtland. Here's Caitlin Walter breezing by on the blow by. Can't get it to go. Rebound there to Roseberg. And the Firebirds work it into Roseberg, who brings it back out to the corner. Drives inside is Lofquist, and she is fouled by Bailey Visman. So 2 against Visman, 1 against the Lakers in the fourth quarter. Thanks for tuning in to MAC TV's coverage of MCCAA basketball. That pass fires out of bounds and nearly hits the shot clock on the ground, so that will go down as the 25th turnover for Kirtland in this game. Agama on the drive and a bucket. Big night for Cooper Agama here. Their afternoon as the shot goes up, no good. Kaufman the rebound. Here's Agama again, leading the break. She's going to take it herself or dish to Visman. She dishes to Visman, who works it to Kaufman. 3 from the wing. Just off, no good. And then the rebound goes out of bounds and will actually stay down here with Mid-Michigan. So Visman will have a seat. Karlstrom checks in. Now there's just one Firebird in reserve. Right now it's Raquel DeBrule on the bench. Here's Agam on the drive. Kicks it. Brower, corner 3. Missed it. Karlstrom tried to get the rebound, and it will go out of bounds off of a Laker. Looked like it went off of one of the Firebirds, but in any event, it will go to the way of Kirtland on the rebound. So Brower has a seat. Moore checks in, wearing 20 in white. Kirtland working right to left across your screen, and it's maroon, or road maroons. That one goes between the wickets and out of bounds through Hannah Peel, excuse me. 8 minutes to go. 32-point game. Agama, it drives and is fouled on the way by Maggie Roseberg. Here's Agama again off the inbound. Kaufman, corner 3, can't get it. Moore gets the rebound, kicks it out to Cooper Agama. Agama driving, kicks it back out to Karlstrom. Karlstrom on the perimeter, kicks it into Moore in the short corner. Moore spinning, shooting, leaves it short. Rebound there to Kennedy Johnson.
Yeah, what a baseline spin there by Moore. Just unlucky around the rim.
Here's Alicia Mike, can't get the shot to go. Karlstrom the rebound. Here's Satori Griffin. Big third quarter. Missed her first shot of the fourth quarter. 7 minutes to go. And a shot blocked by Taria Moore. And now we're going to get a foul call. And it looks like it will go here against Paige Lofquist. So that's already, so that's 3 against Lofquist. Again, Monika Delaney is already fouled out of this game. They're the Firebirds starting point guard. Out of the game, she fouled out with 4 points midway through the third quarter. Works it inside, so Tori Griffin with a bucket. Nice find by Taria Moore. And on the next possession, it looks like Moore will be called for the foul. So it's 3 against Moore. Griffin and Moore, the only Lakers, and Carlstrom, excuse me, Griffin, Moore, and Carlstrom. The Lakers in foul trouble. This one goes up and out of bounds and will stay down here with Kirtland. Each of those Lakers have 3 fouls. Bailey Visman has 2, and 4 other Lakers have 1. So not much foul trouble. The Lakers can afford some extra stuff here. And a big 3 ball by Raquel DeBrule. That's her 3rd 3 ball of the game. And we're getting a foul call underneath, and it looks like it will be against DeBrule. $15 points for Raquel DeBrule at this point. 3 of them, or 3 3-pointers for her. She has the most of her team combined. Griffin the shot, can't get it to go. She fights for the rebound, and it looks like we'll get a tie-up on the baseline. And we'll get a timeout here from Kirtland, which will take a full timeout with 5:57 to go in the game. Mid-Michigan leads at 69-38. We'll step aside for a brief message. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV.
I got you something.
What? My mug! Oh, it's great!
Though.
Hello and welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School. 5:57 on the game clock. Mid-Michigan cruising well on its way to another victory. Its 11th conference victory. As here are the Firebirds. Johnson, her shot long. Niederhood the rebound. Strong rebound from Olivia Niederhood. So with a win this afternoon, Mid-Michigan would move to 22-3. Here's Niederhood now driving, shooting. Her shot no good. That one bounced out and off of Niederhood's fingertips and over the baseline. Let's go back to Kirtland. Move 11-0 in conference play, and 16 out of the last 17 for Mid-Michigan, including a 12-game winning streak. And we're going to get a blocking call here. I wonder who it'll be against. It's against Terea Moore. So that's 4 against Moore. The Lakers next on Wednesday at Muskegon, 5:30 tip, and then sophomore night against Alpena on Saturday the 25th. Again, that is at Maury Courts.
Yep.
Later
than normal kickoff for a Saturday game.
Yep. So a little bit of a different time time setting for our games as we're accustomed to, but 3 ball is up and no good. That one goes out of bounds and will stay down here with Kirtland. Actually, we're going to get a foul call against Liv Nelson. So wholesale changes for the Lakers. Sandy Raphael Caitlin Walter, Liv Nelson, Jade Kaufman, and Bailey Visman on the floor. Kennedy Johnson gets a shot away, and she's fouled by Raphael. So now that's 5 team fouls against Mid-Michigan, and Kirtland will shoot free throws the rest of the way. That one's off for Johnson. Kennedy Johnson, again, the only player on Kirtland's roster to average double digits. She's a 62% free throw shooter. And she makes it. That's her first made free throw of the ballgame. 1 of 4 now is Johnson from the free throw line. Kaufman kicks it to Nelson, who fires a 3. Got it! Olivia Nelson finally finds the score sheet. Ten three-pointers for Mid-Michigan this afternoon. And a bucket up and good for Kennedy Johnson. Nelson for 3. Got it! Second three-pointer for Liv Nelson, 11th for the Lakers. 75-41 is the score with just over 4 minutes to go. 3 ball from the wing, no good. And it goes out of bounds. And we'll go back to Mid-Michigan. Hannah Peel on the shot. Agama checks in. Andy Raphael has a seat. So Walter, Agama, Nelson, Visman, and Kaufman, the 5 on the floor for Mid-Michigan. A little bit, this is a different lineup than we've seen normally. Guard heavy. Agama on the drive. Got it! Cooper Agama having herself a ball game. Raquel DeBrule on the foul. It's 3 against her, 5 against Kirtland. So that will send Mid-Michigan to the free throw line for the rest of the game. Agama, her free throw is good. Under 4 minutes to go. We'll get a carry here against Kirtland. So 26 turnovers now against Kirtland. Agama driving. She loses the handle. Kaufman picks it up, and she's fouled. Lofquist looks like will be charged. Yes, Peyton Lofquist charged with the foul. So Jade Kaufman to the free throw line. She has yet to find the score sheet this afternoon. Kaufman, 75% free throw shooter, averaging 8.5 points per game. Is a 5'8" sophomore guard out of Houghton Lake. Had a huge game last time at home, and that one is up and good. It was at 29 points. Couldn't quite get the 3 ball, or the 30 points, excuse me, as Kaufman makes them both. Kaufman couldn't quite get it to 30 last time at Maury Courts. She was darn close, though.
Yeah, really hoping she got that 10th three-point basket. That would have been something.
And Alicia Mike, her shot up no good. Looked like it had been affected by something or someone. Here's Kaufman in the corner. Her shot too strong off the backboard. Hannah Peel on the rebound, and now she's bringing it down the floor. It holds up. Here's Peel again, works it inside, stolen away, deflected by Walter into the hands of Cooper Agama. Caitlin Walter gets the bucket. Alicia Mike, the shot, no good. This one, it hit Nelson in the feet. It kind of just rolled out of bounds. Kaufman and Nelson are kind of laughing about it.
Yeah, I think Kaufman had a chance to grab it until it went off her feet.
Some confusion then, but hey, you know what? That's all right. When you're doubling up your opponent, you can maybe afford a laugh or two. Niederhood on the rebound off the miss. Niederhood driving, rifles a pass to Rothfield. Now, Karlstrom, three, and you got it. Lex Karlstrom finds herself on the score sheet. Almost everyone now on the scoreboard for Mid-Michigan as it leads 85-41. And a charge! Terea Moore drawing the charge. Kennedy Johnson charged with the foul. Just over 2 minutes to go. Niederhood, long two, doesn't get it. Rebound, loose right in front of us, and it's picked up then by Lofquist. Lofquist on the drive, and she gets the shot up and good. Paige Lofquist having quite an afternoon for herself.
Yeah, nice little shimmy there to find some space to get that layup.
Walter finds Moore. Moore driving from the perimeter. Gets the layup to go. Terea Moore a little bit slow to get up after that layup. She makes it back down the floor on the other end. She's okay. Three ball from the corner. No good. Moore the rebound. Finds Karlstrom. Finds Niederhood on the drive. Doesn't get it to go. Kirtland next travels back home, goes to will host Bay College on Wednesday night. Long three, no good. Missed everything. Andy Rothfield the rebound. Caitlin Walter utilizing the screen from her bigs. Niederhood for three! Doesn't get it. And looks like Moore is fouled or will be charged with the foul. She'll be charged with the foul. So that is 5 against Terea Moore. Her game is over with a 10-point outing. So Cooper Agama will supplant her as Kennedy Johnson heads to the free throw line. With 39 seconds left, no other Lakers are in foul trouble. And shot is up and good for Johnson. She's got 10 now, does Kennedy Johnson. Just below her average. This one for 11, and she got it. So 3 of 6 from the free throw line for Johnson, wearing 21 in maroon. Here's Caitlin Walter wearing 11. Finds Cooper Agama, finds Lex Karlstrom, who drives, and she's fouled, and will go to the free throw line. So that is that for Paige Lofquist. And now the Firebirds, again, only 27 seconds left, are down to their final 5. And Karlstrom makes the first, so no one is in real foul trouble. Raquel DeBrule does have 3, but in 27 seconds, as Karlstrom makes the second, Kirtland should hopefully be able to finish this game with the 5 players it has on the floor at this point. And we'll get a tie up, and it'll go back to Mid-Michigan. And that is that. Mid-Michigan has defeated Kirtland 89-45. One of the better games that Mid-Michigan has played, especially in the last 3 quarters. Finally getting the offense to roll. Well, that is your final 89-45. Mid-Michigan wins. Nick, your final thoughts on this game here?
I thought this game might get this way if those rims stretched out, and they finally stretched out middle way through the third quarter, and those three balls that we've seen Mid-Michigan pour in on teams started dumping them in, and they got ugly.
Mid-Michigan scored at least 20 points in the final three quarters, 20 in the second, 29 in the third, and 24 in the fourth to win this one 89-45, and actually held Kirtland under 20 for each quarter with 6 in the first, 11 in the second, 18 in the third, and 10 in the fourth. So that'll do it. No, we won't have a post-game show just with the way things are set up here at the high school. No post-game show, so no interview with Coach Lance Maney. But we'll see the women in 1 week time back at Maury Courts. Stand by. The men's game is set to get started here in about 15 to 20 minutes. We'll be back a few minutes before the men's game starts. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV.
Hello, my name is Judy.
Amy.
Jillian.
Amy.
It's Dawn.
Recently, we joined friends, family, students, community members, and fellow MID employees to engage in a lifelong learning class.
Our topic of choice was American Sign Language.
MID offers a wide variety of lifelong learning classes, including
dog training,
arts and crafts, photography and outdoors,
financial planning,
and many, many more.
We hope to see you in class soon.
Want to find more information? Check our website, www.midmish.edu.
Thank you.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School in Mount Pleasant. Wow. Welcome back to MAC TV's coverage of MCCAA Northern Conference basketball. It's the men's turn as Mid-Michigan hosts the Kirtland College Firebirds. Mr. PA Man running through the starting lineups. Rick Daniels wearing number 1 for Kirtland. Marco Broom-Hernandez wearing 4. Greg Wilson wearing 20. Jason DeCoste wearing 23. And Jordan Crane wearing 24 for the Firebirds. The usual suspects for the Lakers. Jaden Sims wearing 0. Makai McCombs wearing number 1. Delon McLeod wearing 4. Satchel Love wearing number 5. And Javel Lewis wearing number 21. Mid-Michigan coming into this one 18-5 overall, 9-3 at home. Again, kind of have to determine if this counts as a home game or not. I'll ask. Conference 9-1 overall for Mid-Michigan, second place in the conference standings behind Bay College, excuse me. Guys are really coming into their own as they won 12 out of the last 14 and won their last 3, all of them on the road. Jaden Sims had 40 points in a double overtime win at Delta. Here just a couple of, actually the last time out, is the Lakers won 99-95 in double overtime. Kirtland coming in 3-13, 3-7 in conference. Really just had a lack of games. That's been the problem for the Firebirds, as they're a young team, just one sophomore, Gregory Wilson Jr., wearing 20 right in front of us. As we are underway, Javel Lewis wins the tip for the Lakers. Here's Delon McLeod wearing 4. The Lakers in their home whites, working right to left across your screen, excuse me. And here's McLeod quickly to Sims. Gets it in to Satch. Satch driving. Working, tries to go up and under. Sims for 3. Book it. Jaden Sims puts the Lakers on the board in the first 30 seconds. Kirtland averaging 60 points per game, shoot just below average, commit about 15 turnovers per game, and struggling defensively as they allow 83 points per game on average. Mid-Michigan about the exact converse of that, and a foul and a bucket on the long ball from Marco Broom-Hernandez. So Broom-Hernandez with the deuce, as Jaden Sims is charged with the first foul of the game. And Broom-Hernandez will head to the free throw line to shoot 1. And Hernandez out of Saginaw, misses the attempt, Sims the board. Here's Jaden Sims now on the near side, wearing those always colorful, I would say, Nike shoes, and a 3 ball is up no good, and rebound fought away and taken away by Jason DeCoste. Here's Greg Wilson, the only sophomore on this Kirtland roster. Wilson, long 2, and he got it. Greg Wilson. Here's Javel Lewis on the free throw line. He steps inside the paint. Can't get his shot to go. Rebound there to Jordan Crane. And a long attempt, no good. Rebound to Lewis. Here's Makai McCombs wearing number 1. Delon McLeod works it inside. Satch got it. What a pass and a bucket.
Yeah, I think McLeod was looking for an alley-oop play there, but Satchel Love being smart with traffic, just catching it and going up strong to the rim.
Wilson for 3, and he bricked it, but he got it. Got the friendly roll here at Mount Pleasant. McCombs for 3 from the corner, and he got it. So we're already starting to see the offense playing well, something we didn't really see in the women's game much at all, at least the first 15 minutes of that game. The last 25, Mid-Michigan shot the ball pretty well. Here's McLeod with the rebound, now leading the break. Stops, turns, McCombs splashes one from three. Makai McCombs with a huge three ball. Mid-Michigan up 10-7 early. So here's Rick Daniels wearing 1 in Navy. Much more graphically intense uniforms for the Firebirds in this game. Oh, my long three at the end of the shot clock, and that one's no good. It'll be a shot clock violation against Kirtland. Here's Satch now finding McCombs. Javelle Lewis can't get the shot to go, and rebound and bucket for Satchel Love.
It's a heads-up play by Satchel Love. Tough angle, deep underneath the basket, almost on the baseline. Get that shot to go.
12-7 early, and going to get a turnover here. And some wholesale changes. McLeod exits. Devin Watts will inbound the ball right in front of us wearing 2. And Nick Ellis wearing 23 makes his first appearance. Ellis can't get the shot to go. Rebound there to Alex Gray wearing 22. Gray for 3, short. Rebound there by Spartacus Berry Jr. What a name. Gray blocked away by Satch. Here's Jaden Sims now. Sims driving, and he's fouled. And the foul will go against Alex Gray. And now they're I kind of figured this one would happen here. There's some confusion as Alex Gray's name is actually not on the roster. So his name's not on the roster, and I can't help but wonder if that's
so. Administrative technical foul.
So, yeah, an administrative technical foul as Alex Gray's name is not on the roster.
So how is he on your roster then?
Well, when I do my game prep, okay, I go from the website, the MCCAA website. His name was on that roster, but it was not on the roster that's at the scorers table, which is the official game roster. And Sims misses the first of his 2 free throws. So it looks like Gray will be able to stay in the game. He won't have to come out. It's just a technical foul against the Firebirds. And no team foul, and Jaden Sims makes the second one. So he's already got 5 points, and the Laker lead is up to 7. And ironically, a bit of a football score here. Here's Gray on the drive. And he tries to find Coates down low, but Sims takes it away. Sims for 3, short. This is Rick Daniels on the rebound and now on the drive all the way. And oh, what a circus shot. He got it. It'll sound like maybe a warning against Rick Daniels after he hit the. Nope, excuse me, he just hit the bucket. Sims with a pull-up jumper and another bucket. Are we in store for another Jaden Sims clinic? We'll see.
He's definitely a man that could do it. Especially he gets hot early. That basket gets wider and wider for him.
He's already got 7. And another steal. Oh, no, it couldn't get the steal away. He had the deflection, though. Nick Ellis the rebound. Now here's Jaden Sims. He finds McCombs on the right side. Back to Sims. Here's Sims to Devin Watts wearing 2. Lakers working right to left across your screen. McCombs, corner 3, just off. And rebound, couldn't get his hands on it. Jaden Pruitt wearing 12. He's in this game early. McCombs will have a seat. McLeod back on the floor. Kind of had to laugh that ball as it went out of bounds. Almost went into the hockey net. Must be the hockey unit in gym class at Mount Pleasant High School.
I loved floor hockey when I was in high school. So there will be no complaints from me.
No complaints. And a blocking foul here against, looks like it'll go against Jaden Pruitt. The only problem I would have is playing on the actual game floor. This floor, it looks nice.
We got to play somewhere. I didn't put the floor in here to look at.
Well, roll the bleachers up and then play it on the side courts.
Yeah, they probably run 3 games at a time.
Well, there you go. So Pruitt called for the foul, his first. That's 2 against the Lakers. Jalen Coates at the free throw line. Coates, a 41% free throw shooter, averaging 8 points a game. And he's a freshman out of Miami, Florida. A couple of guys from Miami, 4 of them. 6 of them from Florida, 7 from Florida in all. That one's a miss, and JaVale Lewis on the rebound. So a very Florida-heavy roster here at a Michigan school. And that one goes out of bounds, and no decision. It looks like it'll stay here. No, it's a foul.
Yeah, I
looks like
JaVale
it's against
Lewis
Rick
is fouled
Daniels.
underneath. Gonna go against Rick Daniels.
So 2 team fouls now against the Firebirds. Here's Devin Watts. Jaden Sims driving, spinning. He's still driving. He finds JaVale Lewis. Ooh, goes up and under for a bucket. JaVale Lewis finds himself on the scoreboard for the first time. And a shot up, no good. That was Daniels on the attempt, and Lewis with the rebound. Here's Jaden Sims. Lewis with a Dre. Can't get it. Daniels missed everything. Sims, the board. Sims kicks it to McLeod. McLeod standing, driving. Gets it inside to Ellis. Ellis goes up with a shot and is fouled.
Tough shot there by Ellis. Again, these Lakers find themselves deep underneath the hoop.
That's awesome.
It's a mouthful.
And the first shot from Ellis is off, no good. 6'7" freshman forward out of Grand Ledge. Ellis, a 70% free throw shooter, averaging 7.7 points off the bench. He's one of those guys that comes in off the bench and puts together solid minutes, averaging about 18 minutes per game, just under 19 actually. And Ellis makes the second. (19-10) early, with about 12 minutes to go, here in the first half at Mount Pleasant High School. Here's a shot up and good for Greg Wilson on the drive. Watts looking. He finds Javel Lewis. Lewis backing down. Getting the shot away. Can't get it to go. And that one goes out of bounds. And will go back to the Firebirds on the team rebound. Sub Asher Visman stepping in. Wearing 20. So, folks, as you can see, the three-point line not quite round as normal. I heard one of the officials speaking with Kirtland coach Niall Finney that they're just going off of the line, not what it should be or it would normally be anywhere else. It's just what the line is. I mean, you have to tape it down as the rebound there goes to McLeod.
Yeah, when I came in here to set up our equipment, they were still taping down the floors, so.
And oh my, what a dunk by Jamal Lewis. The rebound, put back dunk.
The rim is still vibrating.
The whole unit is still shaking. But yeah, I mean, the Oilers don't host college games, so they don't have to have that additional three-point line. So there's a three ball, rims out, no good, and that. That was William Reed on the shot. I only saw the two. Didn't quite see the one, but. So Rick Daniels back onto the floor for the Firebirds as Greg Wilson will have a seat. But, yeah, the whole administrative staff having to measure it out, tape it down. I
was even out there taping down.
Exactly. Nick was out there taping stuff down. So good work on that. And, it takes a lot to get this game here at the high school. And here's Javel Lewis on the shot. Can't get it to go, but he'll head to the free throw line. Foul there against Spartacus Berry. So Javel Lewis to the free throw line. First one is off. Javel, a 6'7" sophomore forward out of Lansing via Northwood, via Mid-Michigan. He started here a couple years ago, transferred to Northwood, and then came back, and he makes the second. Lewis averaging 13.5 points per game, shooting at the free throws at a 63.3% clip. Here's Rick Daniels working on Tony Russell. Russell's first action of the game. And we'll get a blocking foul against Russell. Daniels driving, and he traveled. (22-12), 9:40 to go in the first half. Mid-Michigan playing well despite the change in acclimatization for what is, I guess, a home game. And this one's stolen away. That's the first Mid-Michigan turnover of the ball game. 3 ball up and good. Greg Wilson finds the net for a second time from 3-point range. 10 points for him early. McLeod, long 2 and a bucket. (24-15), just under 9 minutes to go first half. Mid-Michigan's got the lead. Wilson, long 2, can't get it to go. He was knocked down. Visman the rebound. Here's McLeod. Finds Russell, who tried to make the one-handed catch, and then it ends up in a turnover against Mid-Michigan. Now here are the Firebirds back on the offensive break. So Mid-Michigan went the first about 12 minutes, or first 11 minutes, excuse me, without a turnover, and then 2 turnovers in the last couple of possessions for Mid-Michigan. Wilson driving, shooting, and scoring. Greg Wilson. So the foul goes against Javel Lewis. Sims and McCombs to supplant Visman and Russell. So it's the original starting 5 back out for Mid-Michigan. Greg Wilson to the free throw line. Again, a 16.5-point scorer per game, the only Firebird averaging double figures, and a 78% free throw shooter.
Yeah, Coach House going deep into his bench here early. We've already seen Pruitt and Visman play.
Yeah, typically guys that don't see, a ton of minutes in the first half saw some pretty meaningful minutes here early as their team leads now by 6. As Greg Wilson makes the free throw. So here's Sims.
Yeah, I believe all we're due now is Austin Gibson, and we've seen every available Laker today.
McCombs now driving on the baseline. Here's McLeod. 10 on the shot clock. McLeod driving, can't get it to go, and a rebound and a bucket by Javel Lewis. Remember, the shot clocks are on the floor, way in the corner, so hard to see for these players. Potentially, they're not on the basket like normal. Stolen away by Javel. Can he get to it? He does. And then throws the pass off of Greg Wilson, and DeLon McLeod, being the good sportsman he is, helps pick Wilson up off the floor. 5 turnovers for Kirtland after that exchange there. So McLeod will inbound it on the far side on our left. Here's Sims. McLeod for 3. Book it!
What a shot by DeLon McLeod.
DeLon McLeod now has 5 points on the afternoon. And a long 2 up and no good for Jalen Coates. Now McLeod working. Lakers working inside. Satchel Love with a bucket. And we're going to get a timeout from Kirtland. Looks like this will be a full timeout. Lakers lead 31-18, 6:48 to go in the first half. We'll step aside for a brief message. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV. Welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School. As Mid-Michigan has just went on a 7-3 run, very spirited run for the Lakers, capped off by that nice post work by Satchel Love. 6:48 to go here in this first half. Here are the Firebirds now working in the short corner. That's Alex Gray finding Greg Wilson. Wilson works it up to William Reed. 3 ball, up no good. Gray the rebound. Gray looking, doesn't get the shot away. Gets the pass out to Wilson. Wilson driving. Wilson shooting with 10 on the shot clock, and he gets the friendly roll. And another bucket for Greg Wilson, who's already in double figures. 15 points for Greg Wilson, then we're going to get a foul underneath.
Kai McCombs, the great rebound, goes straight back up to the hoop, gets fouled, he'll go to the line.
So 2 against Alex Gray. And McCombs makes the first. Makai McCombs, a 6'4" sophomore guard out of Flint. Averages 5 points a game, just shy of 6, and is a 62.5% free throw shooter. He makes them both. Rick Daniels finding William Reed, back to Daniels.
And here's Austin Gibson, so now everybody's played for the Lakers.
Long ball from Wilson, no good. And a nice rebound and a scoop shot is up and good for William Reed. His first points.
Coach House playing with Little League rules here in the first half. Everybody gets the minutes.
Here's Seth working and gets it to DeLon McLeod, and McLeod is fouled, and it looks like he'll be fouled by Greg Wilson, his first. So one more team foul, and the Lakers will be shooting free throws. That's now 6 against Kirtland and just 4 against Mid-Michigan. Great looking pass by McCombs, just mishandled by Satchel Love, but went out of bounds off of a Firebird and will stay down here with Mid-Michigan.
7 on the shot clock for those of you wanting to know.
And he gets it immediately into Sims, who rises up and gets the bucket. And that pass floated way too high and goes out of bounds and goes down as yet another turnover for Kirtland, which already has 6 turnovers here in the first 15-ish minutes.
That pass effectively airmailed via FedEx.
And by the way, that would be a wild pitch.
Yes. Yes. To bring back that conversation, yes. Like I said, though, they're all wild pitches.
Uh-huh. Here's Austin Gibson, his first action. McCombs for 3. Missed it badly. Now here's Greg Wilson on the drive. William Reed on the dribble drive. 3 balls up, no good. Rebound knocked away, and Alex Gray goes up for the shot, and he's fouled. And looks like he will be fouled by DeLon McLeod. Lakers lead 35-22. Alex Gray to the free throw line. Again, he's averaging 7.5 points per game, and he makes the first free throw. His first point of the game. Nick Ellis checks in. Alex Gray, a 46% free throw shooter, out of Miami. And he got it. Here's McLeod driving, and an offensive foul. They're gonna get Nick Ellis on an offensive foul. So that's 16 fouls, both teams at 6.
Yeah, they're gonna get him on a moving screen.
So Greg Wilson with another bucket. And now here are the Lakers. Sims caught that pass and dribbled it off his foot. But then he drives and blocked by Alex Gray. And goes out of bounds, but will stay down here with mid.
16 on the shot clock here on this inbound.
McLeod inbounds it to Watts, who dribbles it off his foot and goes back to the Firebirds. Another turnover. And then another turnover subsequently on the other end. Nick Ellis makes the catch. McCombs, tough shot, and he's fouled.
Yeah,
Coming off the spin move.
Yeah, nice spin of the lane there by McCombs, excuse me, to get up and get that shot away. Strong enough to collect the foul.
So the foul there against Alex Gray, already his third foul. The first one is up and good for McCombs. 3 for 3 on the night. He's already got 9 points. His team's lead is up to 10 at 36-26. 3:08 to go, and he makes them both. JaVale Lewis checks back in for Mid-Michigan. Here's Greg Wilson working on Jaden Sims. Rick Daniels over to Jalen Coates. Daniels for 3. Can't get it. Rebound to JaVale Lewis. McLeod. Watts, corner 3. Splash it. And we're going to get a timeout. Looks like it'll be a 30-second timeout from Kirtland. So 30-second timeout, and Kirtland coach Niall Finney imploring Rick Daniels, asking him what happened on that defensive breakdown to allow Devin Watts to be wide open in the corner. The Lakers playing their typical brand of basketball right now, Nick.
Yeah, they definitely are. They're playing good, strong defense, and their offense is working for them. I think defensively, the only real thing they're having trouble with is Greg Wilson. And like you've mentioned, he's given everyone in the league trouble so far. So contain everyone else and let him do what he does. See, words are hard sometimes. And I think you'll run this one through the way Michigan hopes to with a W.
Well, absolutely, and it seems that they've done that, forced mistakes, as there was just another one right there. That's yet another turnover. But, yeah, let Greg Wilson do his thing and then just kind of try to lock down everyone else, force mistakes. Wilson for 3. Got it. And that's not to say that Kirtland doesn't have a ton of talent on this team. It's just young. Ellis with the stuff. What a find by JaVale Lewis to hit Nick Ellis in the low post, and he goes up baseline for the jam. Three ball up and good for Jalen Coates. He's got 4 points already. 42-32. Mid-Michigan's got the lead. A minute and a half, well, less than a minute and a half to go in the first half. McLeod driving, shooting, trying to get that finger roll with the left hand. Can't get it to go. And the rebound there to Spartacus Berry. Wild pass, and it's caught. Here's Coach finding Wilson. 3 from the wing, too strong. Lewis the board. Here's Sims. Sims driving, trying to get the teardrop. Oh, JaVale was trying with the one-hand jam. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, he timed that one almost to perfection.
3 ball up and no good. JaVale Lewis the rebound again. The shot attempt there from William Reed. McLeod finds Sims. Sims finds Watts. Wide open in the corner again. He got it again. Devin Watts. Another three-pointer. Less than 15 seconds left on the game clock. Here in the first half, Mid-Michigan up by 13. The shot, wild shot, no good. Sims at the buzzer, good if it goes. Oh, and it almost went. Oh, my, almost dropped down. I was hoping it would. Anyway, that's how your first half will come to an end. Nick, your thoughts on the first half?
Like I said just a moment ago, I think defense for the Lakers has been there. I think the offense is, they're cruising. They're up right now 45-32 as we go into the break. I think you'll see more of the same in the second half and should cruise to victory here.
Well, if the offense can keep up the pacing that it did in the first half there, looks like it might just turn out that way. Mid-Michigan leading again 45-32 at the end of the first half. We'll step aside for halftime. Well, I would say festivities, but there's nothing going on here at halftime. Anyway, we'll step aside for now. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV.
I signed up for the Laker Distinction Scholarship because I knew I wanted to go to mid right away anyways.
I knew that I wanted to get through college debt-free or as close to debt-free as possible.
Because I had some classmates who were a couple years older than me that had won it, and they had a really positive experience at mid.
And provided me the perfect path to get my associate's degree here at Mid-Michigan College and begin the rest of my college journey.
Winning LDS was a really positive experience for me. I was able to work on campus, and I was also able to study abroad, which is something I never really thought I would be able to do.
Really, the basis of my success today and my continual success is the Laker Distinction Scholarship and is Mid-Michigan College, because without this first step, I wouldn't be where I am today.
It really helped for me to know that the first 2 years of tuition were going to be lifted off my shoulders.
I got to meet a lot of great people who have become friends and advisors for me, and I know that as I move on that they will still be here to help me get through the college process.
And I really do think that my time here at Mid has helped prepare me to take these next steps, not only financially by saving a lot of money, but the faculty here at Mid and the classwork I feel like has really prepared me for the next step and these harder classes that I know I will be taking.
Receiving the LDS scholarship gave me the opportunity to successfully transfer 67 credits to Grand Valley State University, now putting me on the fast track to graduation, where I will be graduating a complete year early in the spring of 2020.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School with Kirtland set to inbound as we are underway for the second half. Thanks for spending part of your Saturday with us here on MAC TV as Mid-Michigan Kirtland do battle here at the home of the Oilers, home of the Lakers today. But anyway, and a nice trap there by the Lakers. That was Lewis and Sims starting the second half, and a shot out of bounds, and we'll stay down here with Kirtland. Mid-Michigan leading after the first half, 45-32. Austin Chastain here with Nick Toner, Mr. Chief Engineer.
That's me.
As we pan along, you might be able to see the top of our heads at the very bottom of your screen if you're so inclined. There's Nick waving, saying hello to our viewers. Anyway, getting to the stats breakdown here in just a second as there's a drive and a miss there by Rick Daniels.
That may be the most of me that's ever been on TV here.
I was going to say, I think when we did that at the start of the women's game, I think that might have been the very first time that Nick's actually been on camera since he's been doing this for the past, 4 or 6 years? Has it been 4 years?
Something like that. I do my best to stay off the camera.
And Jaden Sims with a quick bucket to get the second half scoring underway. Sims finished that first half there with 9 points. Makai McCombs also had 9 to lead the Lakers. Lots of scores. Here's Greg Wilson. He had 20 first half points.
That's
a three-ball.
That's a point per minute.
It is a point per minute, and there's a three-pointer there for Marco Broom-Hernandez.
Sorry, my expert math is kind of like at best when it's useful.
And a rebound there is Greg Wilson.
Or I guess when it's not useful.
There's a drive. They work it out to Spartacus Berry, who travels. So taking a quick look at the stat breakdown, Mid-Michigan leading the rebounding battle 18-13. And also leading the turnover battle 8-5. Obviously, Kirtland with 8 turnovers make it 9 now as we're here early in the second half. Lakers also shot pretty well, 53% from the field. Sims, a long three and a bucket. Firebirds shot 39% from the field in the first half. One number that stuck out to me is there's all kinds of calamity going on underneath. McLeod comes away with the rebound. Perfect stretch pass to Sims, who then turns it over through the contact. And then Javel Lewis on the other end with a block. Sims, McLeod for 3, splash it! One last figure from the first half that stuck out to me was Mid-Michigan had 9 assists. And the shot no good. Rebound there to Costi. And then it ends up with the Lakers off the second miss. McCombs works it in, and that one shot by Lewis was missed. Here's Greg Wilson. 9 assists for Mid-Michigan, just 3 for Kirtland. And that is your first half statistical breakdown brought to you by MAC TV. And that one goes out of bounds and is another turnover. That is now 10 against Kirtland and just 6 for Mid-Michigan. (53-35). Mid-Michigan has absolutely exploded in the first 4 minutes of this second half on the offensive end. Javel Lewis working inside. He gets the bucket. 20-point advantage for Mid-Michigan. Oh, my. And that's going to be a charge. So Alex Gray called for the offensive foul, Nick's favorite, the player control foul, and that's going to be 4 against him. Here's Ellis back into the game, working in the low post, and he got the bucket. Nick Ellis up to 5 points on the afternoon. 3 ball up and way short there for Broom Hernandez. Rebound to the Lakers. Here's Devin Watts on the far side, right in front of his teammates. And we're going to get a foul underneath, and Chevelle Lewis draws a contact. And it'll be against Rick Daniels. Jaden Sims back into the game. DeLon McLeod to have a seat. Here's McCombs, kicks it back. Sims, corner 3. Can't get it. 57-35. Greg Wilson with shot, no good. Rebound to the Firebirds as that one bounced around and out. Wilson goes up for the shot, and he's fouled. Looks like they're going to get Nick Ellis. Yes. So Greg Wilson will shoot a pair. Greg Wilson out of Miami Gardens, Florida. And he makes the first. Satchel Love checks back in. The one thing about Kirtland that, well, it's actually pretty parallel as Wilson makes the second, pretty parallel to the women's team, is obviously, I mean, the program is fresh this year. There was a 10-year hiatus as there's a turnover by Mid-Michigan. Well, a 10-year hiatus between seasons, and we're going to get a foul here. Looks like it'll go against Jaden Sims. So head coach Niall Finney is just trying to help kind of piece things along and put together a program that has a ton of upside. As you can see, a ton of talent for Kirtland, as there's a 3-ball made by William Reed. He's got 5 points. So it's all about the upside. Not to say that this season is a complete loss, because there were a couple of wins, or quite 3 wins for Kirtland, as there's another bucket by Satchel Love. He's got 8. Here's William Reed over to Rick Daniels in the corner. Daniels driving on the short corner. He looks like he stepped out of bounds. No, again, they're going to get an offensive foul against Daniels, so that's 3 against him. And Jalen Coates checks back in. Marco Broom Hernandez to the bench. Lakers now working around the perimeter. Dish it inside. Further inside now. Satchel Love goes up for a bucket, and he's got it. He's into double figures. It'll be nice for Kirtland to get some experience, some added experience for these freshmen. Again, Wilson, who just took the shot and couldn't get it to go. Wilson wearing 20, the only freshman for Kirtland, and then he gets the steal. Ball loose in front of us. Guys flying all over the floor for it. 3-ball from Reed is short. Ball goes up. All kinds of chaos down there. And finally, William Reed gets the bucket to go. And then there's another turnover. So 2 in 2 straight possessions by Mid-Michigan. This one goes out of bounds and will go. Well, Mid-Michigan will call a timeout and we'll get the officials' decision, and it will be Mid-Michigan basketball when we come back, as there's a full timeout. So Mid-Michigan leading 61-42, 12:42 to go. You're watching Laker basketball on MAC TV. Hello and welcome back to Mount Pleasant High School. Mid-Michigan leading Kirtland 61-42. Fun nugget, I know we've talked about it before. Men's head coach Caleb House is actually a Kirtland alum. He played for the Firebirds back in their initial stint, or I guess in their first.
Before the hiatus.
But yeah, before their hiatus, their last stint of college basketball. He was pretty excited to get back up there and play in the new facility here just a couple of weeks ago on January the 21st. Lakers won that game 89-70. Now Lakers with a 19-point lead, working it and deflected, and that is another turnover. 3 turnovers in a row for Mid-Michigan. Bucket up, no good. Here's Devin Watts. Kicks it to Ellis. Ellis can't get it to go. Rebound goes long and almost out, but stopped by Greg Wilson. 3-ball. No good. Rebound blocked away by Nick Ellis. Devin Watts slowing it down. Here's McCombs over to Sims. Sims kicks it to McCombs at the top of the key. Here's Watts. Kicks it into Satchel Love. Love doing his work, and he got it. An even dozen for Satchel Love. And his team back up by 21 points. And he'll get a traveling violation against the Firebirds. McLeod and Lewis to check back in. McCombs and Ellis to the bench. So it's Lewis, Watts who has the ball now. McLeod, Sims, and Satchel Love on the floor for Mid-Michigan. Here's Love. Going to work in the post, and he got another one. 14 for Satchel Love. 11 minutes to go. 23-point game. Eight on the shot clock. Here's Daniels driving. I don't know if he knows how much time there is. 4 seconds. A shot up. No. Love the rebound. Gets it to Sims. Sims on the break. Finds Watts on the wing for 3. Book it. Devin Watts. Having himself a big game. He's got 3 3-pointers. 9 points for him. Oh, my! JaVale Lewis with a huge block.
Just like Satori Griffiths in the women's game.
That had some power behind it. So apparently Satori and Javelle are bringing us to the block party this afternoon. Wilson knocks down a three. 68-45, Mid-Michigan leads, just under 10 minutes to go. Sims, his shot short. Oh my! Woo. Such a love! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! JaVale Lewis blocking a dunk. No way. Oh, and he couldn't get it. And then Satchel Love on the rebound is fouled. Oh my goodness. Mid-Michigan.
Slam and then a block dunk immediately following it. Mid-Michigan on fire here right now.
The Mid-Michigan forwards playing some incredible basketball right now. And I guess the officials are not calling that a shot. Not enough of an attempt at goal. And McLeod traveled. So Satchel Love now with 14 points. Three ball is up and good for Greg Wilson. He is having a stellar game this afternoon. Sims works it over to McLeod, who works it into Lewis. Lewis spinning, driving, shooting, and it looked like he had gotten fouled, but did not. And ball goes out of bounds on the rebound. And we'll go back to Kirtland, which trails this game 70-48 with exactly 9 minutes to go. Here's Greg Wilson working on Tony Russell. Russell gets the deflection. Here's Rick Daniels wearing 1. Gets the shot away at the end of the shot clock. Can't get it to go. JaVale Lewis the rebound. Lewis mishandled it, but made the catch, and then gets the shot away. Missed it, got his own rebound, and then ends up getting fouled. And it looks like Jason DeCoste with his first foul.
Yeah, JaVale Lewis is going right at Jesse Crane right now. Or Jordan Crane, excuse me.
First one is up and good for Lewis. He's now 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 12 points to his name. And he gets the second one to go. And Lewis will have a seat as Nick Ellis jumps back in. What a shot, a high, towering, long two for Greg Wilson. You can defend that all you want. That is just an excellent shot.
Yeah, I thought Tony Russell had great positioning defensively there, but able to get the shot away anyway.
McLeod, long three, got it! That's three three-pointers for DeLon McLeod and 11 points. Teardrop doesn't go. Rebound, can't get it, and that one goes out of bounds and will stay here with Kirtland. (75-50), 7:27 to go. Mid-Michigan playing well on both ends of the floor here. Here's William Reed. Reed driving, pulls up, kicks it to Wilson. Wilson throws it away, and that will be a backcourt violation. Lakers working with it in front of us. Nick Ellis on the baseline. Driving, going up, and he's fouled. So Nick Ellis now, the 6'7" freshman forward out of Grand Ledge, shoot a pair. He makes the first. And again, he's about a 70% free throw shooter. He's 2 of 3 tonight, and he'll have at least one more attempt here. 7 minutes to go. Lakers lead by 26. It's an overall defensive effort on both ends as Ellis makes them both. Austin Gibson checks back in. Jaden Sims to the bench. But just an overall collective effort on both ends of the floor for Mid-Michigan. But the defense, I think, has been especially solid, playing against one of the league's top scorers in Greg Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson getting his points, but everyone else being held in check.
So there's a drive. Austin Gibson called for his first foul. So William Reed to the free throw line. Reed averaging 6 points a game and an 80% free throw shooter. Misses his first. Reed, a freshman forward out of West Palm Beach, Florida. So it's literally Michigan and Florida as he makes the second one. Shot up and no good. Rebound bouncing around. Ends up in the hands of Jordan Crane. And Wilson gets the shot away. That ball still bouncing. Ends up in the hands of Jalen Coates. And that ball, it did not go. And now it's in the hands of Tony Russell, who gets a bucket.
Yeah, heads up play by Austin Gibson. A fake going up for that and dish it off. Drew 2 defenders through the hoop. Give Russell a wide open look.
Oh, Satchel Love joins the block party. My goodness. So of the 51 points Kirtland has, Greg Wilson has 30 of them. And we'll get a travel against Mid. Asher Visman checks back in as Satchel Love will have a seat. He's had a pretty solid game, 14 points. Actually just above his average of 11.6. Three ball for Wilson, no good. Watts the rebound. Here's Watts on the drive. In front of his bench now. Gets it into Ellis. Ellis can't get the shot to go. Visman, the rebound. Visman goes back up. Doesn't get it. Ellis, another rebound. He goes back up and he's fouled. So Nick Ellis to the free throw line. So the foul there against Jordan Crane, his second, team 7th. 5:07 to go. Mid-Michigan will shoot at least 1 and 1 the rest of the way, and he makes the first. Nick Ellis now 4 of 5 from the stripe. And make it 4 of 6. And a foul. Holy fast. William Reed ended up past the mat on the other side of the bucket. My goodness. The foul there against Devin Watts, his first personal. And the first one is off. That's 4 against the Lakers. William Reed missing the first. He'll have one more attempt at it. Jaden Pruitt checks back in. William Reed, an 80% free throw shooter. He's 1 of 3 today. And he gets that one to go. Visman, 3 from the corner, blocked by Wilson. Russell on the drive, and he's fouled. They're going to call the foul there. They'll call the foul against Spencer Udium. Tell me. So Tony Russell to the free throw line. He's got 2 points on the game. And make it 3. Russell struggles from the free throw line, shooting just under 38%, and he missed that one. And, oh my, Greg Wilson just cuts through the Mid-Michigan defense. His 32nd point of the game. Russell on the drive and the layup. 5 points for Tony Russell. Just 4 and change to go. And another shot and another bucket. That's 34 now for Greg Wilson. Scoring half of his team's points, more than. Nice pass. Now here's Jaden Pruitt. Goes up for it, and he can't get it. Wilson the rebound all the way to William Reed. Reed got the bucket, and he'll be fouled by Asher Visman. And the free throws up and good for William Reed. Asher Visman wanting an explanation from the officials. He got it. He didn't think he had committed a foul, but the official explained it, and we move on. Shot by Watts, no good, and got to travel against Kirtland. So this game has not seen barring just a catastrophic meltdown, will not see any lead changes or ties. Mid-Michigan has led this thing wire to wire. Jaden Sims with the first bucket of the game, and it all started from there. Watts, fadeaway pull-up jumper, and he got it. 3 minutes. And we'll get a foul against Tony Russell. Greg Wilson drawing the contact. Avion Cavett checking in for the first time, wearing 10.
This is the first time Greg Wilson takes a seat as well.
So Gray on the drive, and he is fouled. So Austin Gibson called for the foul. That's 17 fouls for Mid-Michigan, so now Kirtland will shoot free throws. Again, Mid-Michigan on the road Tuesday against Muskegon, or Wednesday, excuse me, on the road Wednesday at Muskegon. Standard tip times. As the free throw was missed there for Kirtland. Watts pulls up, and he got it. And then Saturday, again at Maury Courts, a bit different than expected. We were expecting to play the final game here, but sophomore night at Maury Courts. 3-ball blocked away by Watts, and then scooped up by Matthew Pittman, and he got a bucket. Russell for 3, that one's off. Pruitt couldn't get his hands on the rebound, Cavett did. And it'll be a turnover. So a week from today, the Mid-Michigan women tipping off at 4 o'clock. A 4 o'clock tip time on Saturday the 25th against Alpena. And then the men will start at about 6. And Pruitt is fouled underneath. Spencer Udemy with the foul, sending Jaden Pruitt to the free throw line. Pruitt's first shot is up and good. Jaden Pruitt, who admittedly doesn't see a ton of time on the floor, averaging just 1.3 points per game, is a 42% free throw shooter, 43%, excuse me. That one is up and good for Jaden Pruitt, the 6'2 freshman forward out of Okemos. So a little bit of life there at the end for Kirtland, but as with 100 seconds left, it's going to not be enough ultimately. As the Firebirds will host Bay College on Wednesday. And Alex Gray with a three-pointer. And after that, Saturday, Kirtland will host Muskegon at its new facility. Watts finds Visman. Visman got a bucket! Asher Visman with a nice layup. Tough inside bucket. And we'll get a foul. Looks like it'll go against Tony Russell. That's 3. 91-64 with less than a minute to go. 57 seconds to be exact. You got Cavett now to shoot a pair. Or he'll shoot one, excuse me. Now he'll shoot a pair. And he makes them both. So his first 2 entries into the scorebook are free throws. His team still trails 91-66 Mid-Michigan. Working around just trying to ice this thing away. Visman on the baseline. Fade away jumper off the top of the backboard. So Caleb was calling no fouls, actually, one of his assistants, and immediately there is a foul.
You love it when that happens.
Against Tony Russell. That's 4 against him, and the 9 now against the Lakers. That will send Cavett back to the free throw line. And Cavett is an 80% free throw shooter, and he just beat his own average. He averages 2 points per game, and he just made his 3rd free throw, so that's 3 points for number 10. And he got another one. So now he's doubling his average. 30 seconds left, about a half-second difference between the shot and game clock. So technically Mid-Michigan does have to get a shot away. And it does with Gibson, and one's rebounded by Gray, who gets another bucket. He'll finish the game with 7 points. Mid-Michigan has defeated Kirtland 91-70. That's the end of the ball game.
Season sweep for the Lakers.
On another one, Mid-Michigan improves to 19-5 overall, 10-1 in conference play, extends the win streak to 4 games, and now 13 out of the last 15 games are victories for Mid-Michigan. Nick, your final thoughts here as this one wraps up?
I thought it was smooth business as usual for the Lakers. They played good defense, took care of things on the offensive end, and came away with a W like we've been accustomed to seeing.
And that's exactly it. I mean, this is a very complete performance for Mid-Michigan, again, on both ends. Your thoughts on the Mid-Michigan defense?
I just thought they were outstanding today. You mentioned it. Greg Wilson scores, 35, 36 points?
I have him at 34.
Somewhere in that range. And the rest of the team just didn't show up, wasn't there to help. So if you're the Lakers, one guy's not going to beat you. So you let that one guy do what he does, and you take care of everybody else, and you walk away with a W.
Right, and admittedly, yeah, I mean, Kirtland has been struggling this year, but that's a very talented team, and I think, if we were to interview Coach Caleb House, which we won't be able to, again, just with the setup, there's no post-game here this afternoon, but, yeah, I mean, that's a very talented Kirtland team that came into Mount Pleasant and is going to be leaving with a loss, but a game that Mid-Michigan, it needed, and it got in a big way. Just tallying up our final scores here. Jaden Sims with 14, Satchel Love with 14, JaVale Lewis with 13, Devin Watts with 13, including those huge 3 3-pointers. DeLon McLeod with 11. Just an overall very balanced performance for Mid-Michigan, again, which improves to 19-5 overall, 10-1 in conference play. Final score, Mid-Michigan 91, Kirtland 70. Again, we'll see you guys in a week as Mid-Michigan goes back to Maury Courts. Again, the women tip off at 4, the men tip off at 6 against Alpena next Saturday, again at Maury Courts. Sophomore night, so be sure to come on out and enjoy and celebrate the sophomores for the Lakers. Nick, anything else that you want to say? Anything for the good of the group?
I thought it was nice coming here to Mount Pleasant High School. I'd like to thank them for having us. I mean, I don't know what happened, but I'm sure it was a pinch to get us in here. So I'm glad they got us in here. I'm glad we got the games in, and I'm glad they're both good games.
Absolutely. Great games for the Lakers, couple of wins, and we'll send the Laker fans home happy. But, yes, thank you to Mount Pleasant for the hospitality, and, of course, always thank you to our wonderful administrative staff here at Mid-Michigan to help get us set up with what we need and put on an excellent game day environment. I want to thank our camera crew, Lauren, who always does a great job bringing the action to you guys. Thank you, Nick, Mr. Chief Engineer, for putting everything together. And for Lauren and Nick, I am Austin Chastain signing off. Until next time, when we meet again, thanks for spending part of your Saturday with us. Have a great rest of your night.